Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scott Thomas along with Charles Cookie Coger on Massachusetts County Cable's coverage of Huntsville Eagle basketball. We're greeting you tonight from Blackhawk Gym and Pea Ridge with this 1-4-8 matchup between the Huntsville Eagles and the Pea Ridge Blackhawks.
Jim Stafford, assisted by Mitch Myrick, T.W. Dotson. Number 5, Drew Garrett. Number 14, Jack Eaton. Number 12, River Gattiner. Number 25, Caleb Kirk. And number 43, Jose Aguilar. Now let's feature Pea Ridge Senior High Blackhawks. Blackhawks are coached by Trent Lord, assisted by Heath Neal. A 6'3" senior guard, number 22, Blake Shepard. 5'8" senior guard, number 5, Nick Hardy. 6'1" senior guard, number 33, Zach Davis. 6' sophomore forward, number 24, Weston Church. And a 6'5" senior center, number 2, Tristan Trundle.
The coaches for tonight's game, the head coach of the Pea Ridge Blackhawks is Trent Lloyd. They are 4-1 in 1-4-8 conference, played sole possession of second place in the 1-4-8. Huntsville Eagles under head coach Jim Stafford, undefeated in 1-4-8 conference, played 5-0. Overall record for the Eagles is 18-1. So very important, first place on the line here in Pea Ridge. It'll be Caleb Kirk jumping center for Huntsville against Tristan Trundle for Pea Ridge. The ball is in the air, tip won by the Hawks. And Nick Hardy will bring it ahead for Pea Ridge. Huntsville starting man-to-man defensively. Hardy. Now Weston Church reverses the basketball. Back up top, it goes to Zach Davis. Davis on to Tristan Trundle. Up top it goes Blake Shepard. Church with a 3-shot up off the back iron, no good. Reverend Gosper chases it down for Huntsville. He maintained his dribble somehow, some way, and Huntsville has it. And there's Gospiner with possession. Gospiner on to Jack Eaton, inside Jose Aguilar. Aguilar looking to go to work, shoots it. Partially deflected by Trundle. And Aguilar tried to save and play, but it went off the backside of the backboard. It'll be Pea Ridge basketball, 7:13 remaining first quarter, no score. Nick Hardy, senior point guard, bringing it ahead for the Blackhawks against River Gospiner. Bringing it left side now, Zach Davis. Davis against Jack Eaton, inside it goes. Shot up, good and good. That's by Blake Shepard. That's the first basket of the ball game. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 2-0. 6:51 remaining first quarter. River Gospiner with possession between the circles now for the Eagles. Left side now to Jack Eaton and to Caleb Kirk. Kirk looks to go to work. He is fouled. Blake Shepard will be charged with the foul for Pea Ridge. That's his first personal. It's the first team foul against the Hawks. River Gospiner will inbound at left baseline and play to Jose Aguilar. Reverses it to Jack Eaton. Eaton into Aguilar. Aguilar wheeling, shooting, no good. Rebounded by Trundle for the Hawks. Here's Nick Hardy. Hardy crossing over Weston Church. On now to Zach Davis. Back now to Davis. Left free throw line extended, matched up against Eaton. Comes to Tristan Trundle, left of the point now for Pea Ridge. Down to Nick Hardy. On it goes to Weston Church. Church back now to Hardy. Center circle now. Hardy around the screen from Trundle. Hardy driving in. Blocked by the foul attempted against Gospiner for Huntsville. River Gospiner charged with his first personal foul for Huntsville. First team foul now against the Eagles. And Nick Hardy will be at the line. First free throw attempts of the night for either team. First shot by Hardy is up and good. Second shot by Nick Hardy on the way. He got them both. That's the senior Hardy's first 2 points of the contest. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville 4-0. There's 5:58 remaining first quarter. River Gospiner with possession. Tossing it to Jack Eaton. Eaton with ball back over to Drew Garrett. On left wing now to Gospiner. Gospiner to Caleb Kirk. Kirk into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar to the hole. Yes, sir! Jose Aguilar with the Eagles' first basket of the game. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 4-2. There's 5:38 remaining first quarter. Nick Hardy with possession on into the forecourt now for the Hawks. Ahead now. It goes 3 shots up by Zach Davis. Back iron and now no good. Dolls tipped around and Aguilar picks it out of the air for Huntsville. And here's River Gospiner on into the forecourt. Tossing it to Jack Eaton. Left wing now Drew Garrett into Aguilar. Open lane to the basket. And a 2-shot foul called. And Tristan Trundle is charged with his first personal foul for Pea Ridge. Second team foul, against the Blackhawks. Now send Jose Aguilar to the line with the Eagles' first 2 free throw attempts of the game. First shot by Aguilar is no good. Aguilar, second free throw attempt. On the way now. Rattled down, no good. Rebound. Pulled in by Weston Church for Pea Ridge. 5:09 remaining first quarter. Blackhawks leading Huntsville 4-2. Nick Hardy with possession. Left wing Zach Davis. Back now Weston Church. Church brings it back up now. Church reverses the ball to Hardy. Hardy dropping it off now to Blake Shepard. Shepard on to Tristan Trundle. He shoots from 17 and hits it. Tristan Trundle with 4 points on the game now. (6-2) lead now for Pea Ridge. 4:33 remains first quarter. Three-pointer by Jack Eaton off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled in by Shepard for the Hawks. Blake Shepard had now left wing. Down wells to Hardy. Hardy dropping it off. Three-pointer up by Church. The back iron, no good. Trundle with the board. Trundle right back up with it, scores it. 6 points on the game for Trundle. 8-2 is the lead now for Pea Ridge. 4 minutes remaining. Shot up by River Gospiner, no good. Ball's tipped around. Claimed by Caleb Kirk, and he'll go to the free throw line. And they're going to charge the Pea Ridge foul to Blake Shepard. That's Shepard's second personal. 3-team fouls now against the Hawks. And Caleb Kirk had lined his first 2 free throw attempts on the ballgame. First shot, no good. Here comes Lance Buttry and Joey Hall in the lineup for Pea Ridge, replacing Hardy and Shepard. Second shot by Kirk is good. 8-3 is the lead now for Pea Ridge. 3:49 remaining first quarter. Ball comes up top. Buttry reverses the ball down. Weston Church on for a 3-shot. No good off the back iron by Joey Hall. Chased down by River Gospiner for Huntsville. Gospiner onto the forecourt now for the Eagles with 3.5 minutes remaining first quarter. Jack Eaton trying to get Jose Aguilar. Aguilar chases it down before the baseline. It comes back now to Caleb Kirk. Kirk crossing it to River Gospiner. 3-shot is up. No, short of the mark, no good. Gospiner chases it down. Tries to save it and play it out of bounds. It'll be Pea Ridge basketball. 3:12 remaining first quarter. 8-3 the lead for the Hawks. Joey Hall bringing the ball into the forecourt now for Pea Ridge. Ahead it goes now Weston Church. Reverses the ball to Zach Davis. Over now to Church. Church looks to drive, pulls up and shoots it. Hall prior to the shot going up. Drew Garrett is charged with the foul for Huntsville. That's Garrett's first personal foul for Huntsville. Second team foul against the Eagles. And there comes Christian Kane into the game for the Eagles, replacing Drew Garrett. Ball is inbounded now to Zach Davis. Back to Davis now, left wing with a three-shot, no good. Rebound, River Gospiner for Huntsville. Gospiner working to the head now. Gospiner still with it into the paint with the runner. Yeah, it's no good. Rebound put by Tristan Trundle for P. Ridge. And here comes Joey Hall back. Lance Buttrey reverses the ball. Weston Church on. Moving screen against the Hawks. Charge to Lance Buttrey. First personal foul on Buttrey. 14 foul now against P. Ridge. 2.5 minutes remaining, first quarter. 8-3 is the lead for P. Ridge. And here's River Gospiner. And the ball taken away by Weston Church. Church goes in all the way and scores. Jim Stafford will take a 30-second timeout for Huntsville. We'll keep it here. 2:17 remaining in the first quarter. 10-3 is the lead for P. Ridge over Huntsville. Senior Eagles will be back in action Tuesday night, January 20th, back home at Charles H. Berry Gymnasium in Huntsville. That'll be against the Berryville Bobcats. That'll be a 4-game set beginning with JV girls at 4 o'clock in Huntsville. Tuesday night, the 20th against Berryville. River Gospiner, the junior point, we're working into the forecourt now for Huntsville. Up in Christian Kane, right wing to Jackie. Back up top to Kevin Kirk, reverses it to Kane. Right back to Kirk. Kirk rises for three. Back on and out, no good. Rebound pulled by Davis for P. Ridge. Joey Hall into the forecourt. Hall matched up against Gospiner. Gets the ball to Zach Davis. Davis to Tristan Trundle on the point, reverses it, now Lance Buttrey. Buttrey still with possession. Bounces it back to Joey Hall. Hall around the screen from Trundle. Hall looking to drive. He shoots and scores it. P. Ridge leads Huntsville now 12-3. There's 90 seconds remaining first quarter. River Gospiner with possession left side. Gospiner will set up the offense. Over now to Christian Kane. Kane with a three-shot. Back on out, no good. And a foul detected. Who is it going to be charged to? I think they're going to get Trundle with it. It is Tristan Trundle with the foul from P. Ridge. Trundle charged with a second personal foul for the Hawks. Second team foul of the half. And Trundle comes out of the ballgame, replaced by Bryce Beckman. I'll be inbounded by Christian Kane, left baseline. Left wing to Jack Eaton. Eaton into the paint. Eaton pulls up, shoots for 13. No good. Rebound. Pulled in by Britton Caudle for P. Ridge. Ball goes ahead to Zach Davis. Davis to Caudle. Caudle to the paint. Scores it. P. Ridge up on Huntsville now. 14-3 with just under a minute remaining first quarter. River Gospiner with possession left side of the floor. Gospiner tosses it to Jack Eaton. Right wing now, Christian Kane into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar spinning, shooting, no good. Rebound pulled in by Bryce Beckman. Taken back by Christian Kane. Taps it on River Gospiner. Three up, three good. First three of the ball game for the Eagles. It's a 14-6 lead for P. Ridge. 32 seconds remaining first quarter. Ball goes ahead now. Lance Buttrey, free throw line extended left side. Up top, now Zach Davis. Davis, right back to Beckman. Bryce Beckman. Over to Joey Hall, 16 seconds to go, first quarter. Lance Buttrey with possession. Back between the circles now to Hall. Joey Hall matched up against River Gospiner. On goes to Buttrey. Buttrey throws it away, Christian Kane. Now tip back. It'll be Huntsville basketball, 7/10 of a second remaining first quarter. Ball goes into Kane. He shoots the three and almost gets it. That's the end of the first quarter here from P. Ridge. It's the P. Ridge Blackhawks up on the Huntsville Eagles 14-6. We'll be back with the second quarter playing just a second here on Madison County Cable.
Berryville beat Berryville girls 41-17.
Scott Thomas back with Charles Cookie Koger about ready to start the second quarter of play from Pea Ridge in this 1-4A conference senior boys matchup. It is a 14-6 lead for Huntsville, for Pea Ridge Army over Huntsville. The Eagle ball starting the second quarter. On the floor for the Eagles are number 4, Kristen Kane, number 12, River Gospiner, number 14, Jack Eaton, number 25, Caleb Kirk, and number 43, Jose Aguilar. Eagles, 3 seniors, a junior and a sophomore on the floor. Jack Eaton, right wing now into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar looks to go to work. Traveling violation called on the senior post. And will be Pea Ridge basketball, 7:46 remaining first half. And here comes Nick Hardy with possession on the forecourt. Gets the ball to Weston Church. Church, ball tipped away. Church maintaining possession. Church, sideline now to Joey Hall. Backs it off now to Nick Hardy. Hardy maintaining possession. Sideline now to Hall. Hall inside the paint now. Hall shoots it. Foul called on Jose Aguilar. That'll be Aguilar's first personal foul for Huntsville. 3 team fouls now against the Eagles. Now for Joey Hall on the line. The first 2 free throw attempts for Pea Ridge. First shot on the way, good. Here comes Drew Garrett back in the lineup for Huntsville, replacing Aguilar. Second attempt on the way by Hall, no good. Rebound pulled by Caleb Kirk for Huntsville. Pea Ridge up 15-6 with 7:13 remaining first half of play. Kristen Kane with possession, crosses it to Jack Eaton. Right wing River Gospiner, back up top to Drew Garrett, reverses it to Eaton. Left corner now Kristen Kane, 3-shot up. 3-shot rattles out, no good. Garrett chases it down for the Eagles, back up top to Eaton. Jack Eaton crosses it to Kristen Kane. Kane looks to drive, back off to River Gospiner. Gospiner, left corner Kane, back up top Garrett. 3-shot is up, 3-shot good! First 3 of the game for the senior Garrett. 15-9 lead for Pea Ridge. 6:40 remains first half. Nick Hardy with possession. Hardy crosses it over now to Britton Cottle. Cottle, and the ball is tipped away out of bounds by the Eagles. It will remain Pea Ridge basketball. The ball will be inbounded by Weston Church, left baseline for the Hawks. Ball's inbounded, shot up, and good for the and one by Bryce Speckman. Drew Garrett is charged with his second personal foul for Huntsville. There are now 14 fouls against the Eagles. And Bryce Beckman will be at the line, chance an old-fashioned 3 for Pea Ridge. Shot by Beckman up and good. It's now Pea Ridge 18, Huntsville 9 with 6:25 remaining in the first half. Jack Eaton driving, shooting. No good. Ball tipped around and claimed originally by Hardy for Pea Ridge. Nick Hardy working in the full court matchup against Gospiner. Right wing now Joey Hall, and the ball's tipped away. Hall maintaining possession. Hall into the paint. Hall, a foul called on the drive against Christian Kane for Huntsville. That'll be Kane's first personal foul. 5 team fouls now against the Eagles. Inbounding the basketball will be Weston Church right in front of the Huntsville bench. In play now to Nick Hardy. Hardy, right side to Hall. Joey Hall, back now to Hardy. Hardy, on to Weston Church. Church into the paint, Church spinning, shooting, no good. River Gospiner pulls it in for Huntsville. And here comes River Gospiner into the forecourt now for Huntsville. Over to Drew Garrett. Right wing now, Christian Kane. Up top, Jack Eaton. Eaton with the ball fake, off to Drew Garrett. On to Kane, free throw line, sitting. That's left side, now Gospiner. Gospiner travels with it. It'll be Pea Ridge basketball at 5:32 remaining here in the first half of the timeout, 30-second timeout, taken by Jim Stafford for Huntsville. We're going to keep it here at 5:32 remaining first half, 18-9 lead for Pea Ridge over Huntsville. Senior Eagles host Berryville Tuesday night, January 20th here at Charles Lynchburg Gymnasium in Huntsville. 4-game set beginning at 4 o'clock with JV girls in Huntsville, Tuesday night the 20th. Senior Eagles against Maryville. And then next Friday night, Senior Eagles start the second half of the conference season. Next Friday night, the 23rd, at Pea Ridge. That'll be a 3-game set beginning at 5 at Prairie Grove. At Prairie Grove. Here's Nick Hardy with possession for the Blackhawks on into the forecourt. Over now, 3 shot is up. Off the mark, no good by Church. Rebound pulled in. Blocked by Kirk, but Kirk is called for the foul. Caleb Kirk is charged with his first personal foul for Huntsville. 16 fouls now against the Eagles. It's out send Britton Caldwell, a 6'2 sophomore, in line with 2 free throw attempts for Pea Ridge. First shot by Caldwell on the way. Rattles home. Second shot by the sophomore Caldwell on the way. Rattles out, no good. And a foul against Pea Ridge on the rebound. Charged against Weston Church. That's Church's first personal foul. 16 fouls now against the Hawks. 5:14 remaining in the first half. 19-9 is the lead for Pea Ridge. 3 pulled up by the sophomore Jack Eaton. That makes it 19-12 lead now for the Hawks. 5:03 remaining in the first half. Here's Nick Hardy, senior guard. On into the front court now, guarded by Gospel. Huntsville staying man-to-man defensively. Hardy crosses it over now. Britton Caudill. Caudill crosses it, tipped away by Eaton. Ends up back with the Hawks with Zach Davis. Davis pulls it off, pulls it out now. Comes up top to Hardy. Hardy looking to drive. Hardy shoots it. No good. Caleb Kirk boards it for Huntsville. There's River Gospel working ahead on the hesitation dribble. Gospel, left wing to Drew Garrett. Back up top to Christian Kane. Right side to Jack Eaton. Right corner now, Gospel. Gospel to Kane. Kane with the ball fake. Inside to Kirk. Yes, sir. 19-14 lead now for Pea Ridge over Huntsville. 4:12 remains first half of play. Nick Hardy works it ahead now for the Hawks. Right wing now, Zach Davis. Davis up top to Joey Hall. Hall looking to drive on Eaton. Hall needing some help now. Gets it back left side of the floor to Weston Church. Back on the point now to Hall with a deep 3-shot. Good. 22-14 lead now for Pea Ridge with 3:45 remaining first half. There's Trevor Gospel crossing it to Christian Kane. Right wing to Drew Garrett. Right to the end to Kirk. Kirk was fouled. Britton Caudill charged with the foul for the Blackhawks. That's Caudill's first personal. 17 fouls now against Pea Ridge. And now send Caleb Kirk to the line with a 1-and-1 opportunity for Huntsville. Kirk, first shot on the way, good. He'll get the bonus free throw attempt. Second shot for Kirk on the way, got them both. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville, 22-16, 3:40 remaining first half of play. Nick Hardy with possession for the Hawks. Working up against River Gospiner. Gospiner brings it left side now. Joey Hall was kept away out of bounds. Good hustle by Christian Kane that will remain. Pea Ridge basketball in the front court. The ball will be inbounded by Zach Davis. Davis throws it in the backcourt to Nick Hardy. Hardy on ahead now for Pea Ridge. Hardy driving around the little screen. Hardy still with possession. Taps it on. Back now to Hardy on the right wing. Hardy inside Britton Caudill. Caudill looks to shoot. No good. Rebound. Caleb Kirk for Huntsville. Here comes River Gospiner back for the Eagles. Gospiner crosses it to Christian Kane. Left wing to Drew Garrett. Back up top to Kane. On to Jackie. Right corner, Gospiner. Gospiner inside Caleb Kirk. Right back to Gospiner in the corner. Gospiner driving. Inside. Throws it away to Nick Hardy. Hardy up floor goes to Weston Church. Church back to Hardy. Hardy keeping possession, 2:42 remaining in the first half. Hardy, timeout taken by Trent Lloyd for P. Ridge. Will be a 30-second timeout. 2:40 remaining in the first half with the Blackhawks leading Huntsville 22-16. I'll give you all a scoring update at halftime. I have a mess up on my computer. I keep my stats on for the game. So I'll try and get you a scoring update before the second half of the game commences. Huntsville needs to get down and break the P. Ridge guys from being in the huddle so long after the second horn on the 30-second timeout. The ball will be inbounded by Zach Davis, left baseline here along the left near sideline. Ball's in play to Joey Hall. Hall is a 6-foot sophomore. Hall into the paint with the run. Blocked by Kirk, and he hooks it out of the air. Caleb Kirk coming back for the Eagles. Kirk, left free throw line extended to Jack Eaton. Back on the point now, Kristen Kane. Right side of Drew Garrett. Right corner, River Gospiner. Gospiner back up to Eaton. Eaton to Garrett. Left corner now to Kane. Kane inside to Caleb Kirk. Kirk was pushed from behind by Tristan Trundle. That'll be Trundle's third personal foul for P. Ridge. 18 fouls now against the Hawks. Britton Caldwell back in, replacing Trundle. And Caleb Kirk will step back to the free throw line with a 1-and-1. First shot by Kirk on the way, good. He'll get the bonus free throw attempt. Bonus free throw attempt by Kirk on the way. Back out and now Garrett with the board. Drew Garrett tries to feed it ahead. Kirk steals it. Shot's no good. That's out of bounds off Kirk glass. It'll be P. Ridge basketball. There's 2:07 remaining here in the first half. Highly contested game like you would expect between the two top teams in the 1-4A. 22-17 the lead for P. Ridge. Joey Hall with possession. Hall bringing it right side of the floor now. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound, Gospiner for the Eagles. River Gospiner on into the forecourt. Right wing to Drew Garrett. Back up top, Jackie. Three shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Britton Caudill for P. Ridge. Here comes Nick Hardy back for the Hawks. Hardy, left wing, Hall. Back up top, three-pointer, Church. No good. Rebound, Eaton for Huntsville with 90 seconds remaining here in the first half. River Gospiner down the left sideline. Gospiner to Caleb Kirk. Kirk to Gospiner. Gospiner with a lane, shoots it and gets it. 22-19 lead now for P. Ridge. 1:14 remains in the first half of play. Here's Nick Hardy in the forecourt. Hardy still with possession. Left side, Joey Hall. Hall drops it off now to Weston Church. Church wraps it around to Hardy. 55 seconds remaining here. First half, ball tipped away out of bounds by Gospiner. It will remain P. Ridge basketball right baseline with 54 seconds remaining here in the first half. The ball will be inbounded by Zach Davis, right baseline for the Blackhawks. In play, ball's out top to Nick Hardy. Hardy on to Joey Hall towards the right corner. Hall driving, shooting. A little reverse layup by Hall. 24-19 lead for P. Ridge, 41 seconds remaining in the first half. There's River Gospiner. Tosses it now to Kristen Kane. Right wing to Jack Eaton. Back up top to Kane. Reverses it to Gospiner. Free throw line extended. Back skip pass to Eaton. Eaton pulls it back. Now back up top to Kane. 25 seconds. Back down to Eaton. Kane now reverses it to Gospiner. Pumps to the center circle. 20 seconds. Looks like Jim Stafford wants the last shot of the half for the Eagles. Possession arrow will belong to P. Ridge. Which the next foul ball, which looks like will be at the beginning of the second half. Here's Gossmeter. Off to Eaton. 3 shot is up. Yes, sir! And that's the end of the half here in Pea Ridge. A good comeback for the Eagles. They were down 19-9 at one point. It's now 24-22 lead for Pea Ridge as we head towards the second half of play. This is Huntsville Eagle basketball on Madison County Cable. Scott Thomas back with Charles Cookie Koger here on Madison County Cable. Got ready to start the second half of play here from Blackhawk Gym in Pea Ridge. It is a 24-22 lead for the Pea Ridge Blackhawks over the Huntsville Eagles. Huntsville was down 19-9 here in the second quarter. And Huntsville Eagles battled off 13-5 run to make this a 2-point affair as we head into the second half of play. The 5 on the floor for Huntsville are number 4, Christian Kane, number 5, Drew Garrett, number 12, River Gossmeter, number 14, Jack Eaton, and number 25, Caleb Kirk. Eagles with 3 seniors, a junior and a sophomore on the floor. Blake Shepard will inbound it for Pea Ridge here on the near sideline. Shepard in the backcourt to Nick Hardy. Hardy working it ahead now. On the elbow now, Tristan Trundle. Trundle reverses the basketball to Zach Davis. Davis will back it out now towards the Blackhawk logo from the court. On to Weston Church. Church bouncing it over now to Davis. Davis gets it to Hardy, cutting to the basket. He'll get the and one. Jack Eaton will get charged with the foul for Huntsville. Eaton's first team foul now against the Eagles. Now since Nick Hardy line chance an old-fashioned 3. First free throw is good. That makes a 27-22 lead now for the Blackhawks. 7.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Christian Kane on the point. Left corner now, River Gossmeter. Skipping it up right side to Jack Eaton. Eaton rises with a 3 shot. Yes, sir, yes, sir. That makes it 27-25 now for Pea Ridge with 7:17 remaining in the third. And there's Nick Hardy with possession. Left side of the floor now to Zach Davis. Davis left wing now to Weston Church. Church across to Hardy on the point. Hardy looking to drive. Hardy down the corner now to Blake Shepard. Shepard dribbling on across left side now to Zach Davis. 3 shot is up and good. That's by Weston Church, the sophomore. 30-25 lead for the Blackhawks, 6:46 remaining in the third quarter. Jack Eaton, right free throw line, is up on the point to Drew Garrett. Garrett, ball's knocked away, Garrett maintaining possession. Garrett tosses it to Christian Kane. Kane, off to River Gossmeter, left wing now, Drew Garrett into Caleb Kirk. Kirk to the hole, and he'll go to the free throw line. Blake Shepard charged with his 3rd personal foul for Pea Ridge, first team foul and a half against the Blackhawks. And now send Caleb Kirk to the line with 2 free throw attempts for the Eagles. First shot by Kirk on the way, front and out, no good. Kirk, second shot on the way, back iron out, no good. Rebound pulled in by Pea Ridge, by Blake Shepard. Shepard will leave it off to Nick Hardy. 6:20 remaining third quarter, 30-25 the lead for Pea Ridge. Here comes Hardy in the corner, 3 shot up and good again by Shepard. 33-25. The lead now for Pea Ridge, 6:05 remaining third quarter. River Gossmeter left side now. Christian Kane, Drew Garrett inside to Caleb Kirk, and the foul detected against the Blackhawks. And now the Pea Ridge fans don't like that call win against Zach Davis. Davis' first personal, second team foul against the Hawks. Kirk back up the line with 2 free throw attempts. Kirk's first shot rattles home. Kirk's second free throw attempt on the way, nailed them both. It's now 33-27 lead for Pea Ridge over Huntsville. 5:58 remaining third quarter. Nick Hardy in the forecourt now for P. Ridge around the little screen. Here comes Weston Church. Church rises with a three-shot and misses it. No good. Rebound pull by Jack Eaton for Huntsville. There's Trevor Gospiner back into the front court now for Huntsville. Gospiner, right free throw line extended to Eaton. Up on the point to Drew Garrett. Reverse it, left corner, Christian Kane rises with three. No good. Rebound Eaton from the backside. 33-29 lead now for the Blackhawks with 5:25 remaining in the third. Nick Hardy with possession. Hardy, left side of the floor now, Blake Shepard. Shepard, still with it, crosses it over now, Tristan Trundle. Left right of the point. Trundle dropping it back to Nick Hardy. Hardy, on to Shepard. Shepard with a three-shot, hits it again. That's two in a row for the senior Shepard. 36-29 the lead now for P. Ridge, 4:57 remaining third quarter. Jack Eaton, right free throw line extended up on the point to Drew Garrett. Left corner now, River Gospiner. Gospiner skipping over, right wing, Eaton, three up. Three good! 36-32 lead for the Hawks, 4:43 remaining in the third. Back and forth we go. Here's Nick Hardy. Ball goes right side, now Zach Davis. On to Blake Shepard. Shepard driving. And it is an and one. River Gospiner charged with the foul. Timeout taken by Jim Stafford for Huntsville. There'll be a full timeout. Eagles will take it with them. 4:28 remaining in the third quarter. Scores P. Ridge 38, Huntsville 32. We'll be back in just a second here on Madison County Cable. 4:28 remaining in the third quarter here in P. Ridge in this 1-4A conference senior boys matchup. It's a 38-32 lead for the P. Ridge Blackhawks over the Huntsville Eagles. And the 6'3 senior Blake Shepard will toe the line. Chance and an old-fashioned three for the Hawks. Shepard's free throw attempt is up. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Huntsville by Caleb Kirk. 38-32 remains the lead for P. Ridge with 4:20 remaining third quarter. Christian Kane reverses the ball. Drew Garrett towards the left wing now. River Gospiner goes for Caleb Kirk and into the hands of Tristan Trundle. And the ball's on the deck, and it will be taken back by Huntsville by Jack Eaton. Eaton in the forecourt now leaves it back for River Gospiner on to Christian Kane. Kane still with possession. Kane looks to drive. Shot no good. Ball tipped around. Out of bounds. And a foul detected against Huntsville. Against Caleb Kirk. That'll be Kirk's second personal foul for Huntsville. 3 team fouls now against the Eagles. 3:53 remaining third quarter. 6 points is the lead for P. Ridge. 38-32. Joey Hall looking ahead now. Left wing Zach Davis. And throw almost goes away. Does to Caleb Kirk. He gets the ball to Jack Eaton. Eaton down the right side of the lane. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 38-34 is the lead now for P. Ridge. 3:33 remains in the third. Here comes Joey Hall, working the ball ahead. 6-foot sophomore working against River Gospiner. Left side now, Zach Davis bouncing it on Tristan Trundle on the point. Reverses the basketball now to Blake Shepard. Shepard on to Hall with a three-shot up. No good. Chase down Caleb Kirk for Huntsville. Here's Christian Kane looking ahead, left wing to Drew Garrett. Right back to Kane. On to Jack Eaton on the point. Eaton looking to drive. Right corner, Gospiner, three-shot up. No good. Rebound Kirk. Back out to Garrett. Back up top Kane. Right free throw line extended Gospiner. Gospiner inside to Kirk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back and forth we go. It's 38-36 lead now for the Hawks with 2:48 remaining in the third. Joey Hall with possession for P. Ridge. Hall in all the way. Shoots. No good. Rebound. Gospiner for Huntsville. River Gospiner will pull it out. Gospiner still with it. Foul detected against Zach Davis for P. Ridge. Davis is charged with the foul. His second personal 3-team fouls now against the Hawks. And a timeout taken by Trent Lloyd for P. Ridge. It's a full timeout. We'll take it along with him. 2:31 remains in the third quarter. Pea Ridge 38, Huntsville 36. We're back in just a second here on Madison County Cable. 2:31 remaining in the third quarter here in Pea Ridge. Pea Ridge Blackhawks up on the Huntsville Eagles 38-36. River Gosman with possession for Huntsville. Man-to-man defense for the Hawks. Jack Eaton on the point. Left wing, Christian Kane. Kane. Inside, Jose Aguilar. Aguilar to the hole. Shot's no good. Rebound to Tristan Trundle. Trundle might have partially deflected that one. And here comes Joey Hall back for Pea Ridge. Center circle now. Hall looking to drive around the screen from Trundle. Hall crosses it now to Britton Cottle. Inside to Trundle. Trundle looks to go work inside it go. Shot up. No good. Rebound Aguilar for Huntsville. The shot was attempted by Hall. 1:55 remaining third quarter. Pea Ridge up by 2 at 38-36. Left wing, Caleb Kirk rises for a three. And it's no good. And Trundle pulls the board eventually for the Hawks. Here's Zach Davis working it ahead to Britton Cottle. Cottle to the baseline. Cottle shoots. No good. Rebound Kirk for Huntsville. Outlet to Christian Kane. Kane. Spinning it back. It's a traveling violation. Traveling against the Eagles. It will be Pea Ridge basketball. 1:29 remaining third quarter. 38-36 lead for the Hawks. Here's Joey Hall working that head against Reverend Gospinger. Hall, left wing now, goes to Lance Buttrey. Back on the point, Britton Cottle. Cottle to Tristan Trumbull. He shoots from 13, no good. Rebound, Kirk for Huntsville. Eagles controlling the glass right in the last couple of minutes. Ball goes to River Gospinger. Gospinger crosses to Christian Kane. We had 1 minute to go here in the third. Jack Eaton on to Kane. Left wing Gospinger into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar to all ties it. 38 all between the Hawks and Eagles with 50 seconds remaining in the third. Joey Hall on into the forecourt against Gospinger. Hall, west sideline, Lance Buttrey. Buttrey between the circles, Tristan Trundle. Trundle keeping possession. Looks like Trent Lloyd wants the last shot of the quarter. It's Huntsville ball on the arrow. The next held ball. And it looks like Peters is holding for the last shot. And he goes ahead and set, and Trent Lloyd sets Trundle into motion. Gets the ball, Lance Buttrey. Back now Joey Hall. Hall still with it. Hall keeping possession, 10 seconds now. Zach Davis, foul called against Huntsville. Charge to Jack Eaton. That will be Eaton. Waiting for the scorekeeper to record the foul. A second foul against Eaton, 14 fouls against Huntsville. And Bryce Beckman is back in for the Blackhawks replacing Trundle. 6.9 seconds remaining here in the third. Ball in play to Beckman, 6 seconds. Beckman still with it. Throws the ball away. And that'll be the end of the third quarter from Pea Ridge in this 1-4-8 conference matchup. It's the Huntsville Eagles and the Pea Ridge Blackhawks tied 38 all. We'll be back at the fourth quarter, plays just a second. This is Eagle basketball on Madison County Cable. Scott Thomas back with Charles Cookie Koger. Fourth quarter starting here at Blackhawk Gymnasium in Pea Ridge. What you would expect between the top two teams in the 1-4-8 conference. Eagles and Hawks tied 38 all. Starting the fourth quarter of play. The 5 on the floor for your Eagles are number 4, Christian Kane, number 12, River Gospinger, number 25, Caleb Kirk, number 43, Jose Aguilar, and number 14, Jack Eaton. Eagles, 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore on the floor. Eaton, right side, 3 up. Short of the mark, no good. Rebound pulled by Britton Cottle for Pea Ridge. And here's Nick Hardy, the senior point, working into the forecourt against Gospinger. Hardy over for a 3 shot, no good. Attempted by Church, rebound pulled by Eaton. Here's River Gospinger, left side of the floor, up to Eaton, left of the point. Eaton keeping possession on to Christian Kane, reverses ball to Caleb Kirk. Kirk to the paint, off to Kane, left wing Gospinger. Gospinger with a ball fake, skip past right wing now to Eaton. Eaton to the baseline now. Eaton pulls it back out now to Gospinger. Right now to Eaton. Eaton into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar spinning. Back out now. Eaton, 3-shot up. It's no good. Rebound pulled by Church for Pea Ridge. Leaves it back for Nick Hardy. 6:53 remaining in the fourth quarter. Both crowds with bated breath. We're tied at 38 all. Left wing, 3-shot up. Good by Zach Davis, the 6'1 senior. 41-38 lead now for Pea Ridge with 6:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. River Gosminer with possession. Pulls up, shoots from 15 and hits it. 41-40 lead now for the Ridge with 6:25 remaining in the fourth. Nick Hardy in the forecourt. Gosminer matches up with against from Huntsville, staying man-to-man. Ball goes now to Zach Davis. Davis is fouled from behind by Jack Eaton. That will be Eaton's third personal foul for Huntsville. 5 team fouls now against the Eagles. Zach Davis up top for the Hawks. That's it off now to Nick Hardy. Ball's reverse, 3-shot up. Blake Shepard, no good off the front line. Caleb Kirk boards it for Huntsville. Here's Christian Kane working to the head for the Eagles. 5:55 remaining here in the fourth. Kane, left side Jack Eaton. Left wing now Caleb Kirk. Kirk back up top to Kane. Reverses it to Eaton. Right wing Gosminer. River Gosminer, the junior. Keeping it on the wing, now dribbling back up, will recycle the offense. Into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar, dropping off to Kirk. Off left corner Eaton, back now to Kirk. Kirk looking to drive. Kirk backs it off to the right side. Off to Eaton. Eaton, Kirk. Kirk looking to drive. Kirk in all the way, no good. Rebound pulled by Hardy for Pea Ridge. And the foul called against Jack Eaton for Huntsville. That'll be Eaton's fourth personal foul. 16 fouls now against the Eagles. With 5:16 remaining, fourth quarter. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville, 41-40. Blake Shepard will inbound it to Nick Hardy. Hardy working to the head. Huntsville staying in that man-to-man. Ball goes up to Davis. He pulls up and shoots from 15 and no good. Rebound, Eaton for Huntsville. And there comes River Gosminer. Gosminer off to Eaton, right wing. Eaton up top to Kirk, inside to Aguilar. Aguilar loses the ball to Church. Weston Church pulls it back to Nick Hardy. Hardy on into the forecourt with 4:42 remaining in the fourth. Hardy, right wing Blake Shepard now. Shepard up top to Zach Davis. Davis left free throw line extended back to Hardy. Hardy on to Britton Cottle. Cottle to the paint. Tipped away, ends up back with Hardy. Hardy, Zach Davis, 3-shot up and good. That extends the Blackhawk lead now to 44-40 with 4:17 remaining in the fourth. River Gosminer. Right free throw line extended, Jack Eaton. Back to Gosminer. Back now to Eaton, more towards the right wing. Eaton. Between circles, Christian Kane. Kane. Left side, Caleb Kirk. Left corner now, Jack Eaton. Into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar to the hole. We'll go to the free throw line. Britton Cottle was charged with the foul for Pea Ridge. Cottle's second personal, 14 fouls against the Blackhawks. And that sends Jose Aguilar to the line. 2 free throw attempts for the Eagles. The senior post first shot on the way, back on, out, no good. Here comes Tristan Trundle back in for the Blackhawks, replacing Britton Cottle. Aguilar's second free throw attempt on the way. Front iron, no good. Rebound pulled by the Hawks, pulled in by Weston Church. There's 3:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville, 44-40. Nick Hardy with possession for the Hawks. Wraps it around Blake Shepard. On to Zach Davis. Back now to Shepard. Shepard free throw line extended. Goes to the baseline. Shepard blocked by a foul detected against Huntsville's Aguilar. Jose Aguilar charged with the foul. That's his second personal. 17 fouls now against the Eagles. And that sends Blake Shepard to the line with 2 free throw attempts for Pea Ridge. First shot by Shepard. No, rattled home. Here comes Drew Garrett back in for Huntsville, replacing Jose Aguilar. Second free throw attempt on the way for Shepard is good as well. And here comes Joey Hall back in, replacing Shepard. 3:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. 46-40 is the lead for Pea Ridge over Huntsville. Trevor Gosminer bringing it up for the Eagles. Gosminer. Oh, man-to-man by the Ridge. Goes to Caleb Kirk. And a foul detected against the Blackhawks. Charged to Tristan Trundle. Trundle's 4th personal. 5 team fouls now against the Hawks. That sends Caleb Kirk to the line with 2 free throw attempts. First shot by Kirk on the way, good. Second free throw attempt by the senior Kirk on the way, nailed them both. It's now 46-42 lead now for Pea Ridge. 3:24 remains in the fourth. Huntsville picks up the defensive pressure. Here's Nick Hardy with it. Hardy will work it against Gosminer. Nick Hardy. Off now to Zach Davis, right of the point. Davis, ball tipped away. And it's kept in play somehow, Hardy. And a timeout is taken by Trent Lloyd for Pea Ridge. We'll see what is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 3:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville 46-42. Each team with 2 full timeouts remaining now. Senior Eagles will be back in action this coming Tuesday night, January 20th, back home at Charles H. Berry Gymnasium in Huntsville. That will be against the Berryville Bobcats. That'll be a 4-game set, beginning with JV girls at 4. We'll inbound the basketball for Pea Ridge. It'll be the senior Zach Davis. Ball in the backcourt, it goes to Nick Hardy. Hardy keeping possession. Head now left side, Zach Davis back to Hardy now. 2:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. Hardy on to Joey Hall. Hall on to Weston Church. Church drops it back to Hardy. Hardy into the paint. Left wing, Hall deep 3. Good. That's big for Pea Ridge. 49-42 lead for the Hawks with 2:33 remaining in the fourth. Drew Garrett, 3-shot up. No good. Caleb Kirk boards it. Right back up with it. And he'll go to the free throw line. Joey Hall is charged with the foul for Pea Ridge. Hall's first personal, 16 fouls now against the Blackhawks. That sends Caleb Kirk to the line, 2 free throw attempts. First shot by Kirk is good. Eagles really need to pick up the defensive pressure. They're going to have to ratchet it up a little bit. Second shot by Kirk is also good. It's now 49-44 lead for Pea Ridge. 2:25 remaining fourth quarter. Here's Nick Hardy. And Huntsville putting the defensive pressure on. Now ahead of Joey Hall. And Hall will work it ahead into the forecourt against Jack Eaton. Sophomore against sophomore. Hall up on the point to Weston Church. Church right side, Zach Davis. Davis, right wing to Hall. Hall back up top, Davis reverses the basketball to Church. Church dribbling through defenders, 1:58 remaining in the fourth. Here's Nick Hardy. Hardy matched up against Gosminer well. Timeout on the floor, taken by Trent Lloyd. It'll be a full timeout taken by Pea Ridge. We'll take it with him. There's 1 minute and 53 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The score is Pea Ridge 49, Huntsville 44. We'll be back in just a second here on Madison County Cable. 1:53 remaining in the fourth quarter here at Pea Ridge. Pea Ridge Blackhawks up on the Huntsville Eagles 49-44, and that's very important. 1-4A conference senior boys game. Huntsville entering undefeated in conference play at 5-0. Pea Ridge was entering 4-1 in league play and second by themselves. It will be Zach Davis inbounding here on the near sideline right in front of the Blackhawk fan section. Ball in the backcourt now, Nick Hardy working up against Caleb Kirk. Hardy double team now. Gets the ball ahead to Joey Hall. Hall backs off in the corner, Zach Davis. Davis dribbles back up, gets the ball ahead now to Hardy. Hardy reverses the ball, Weston Church. Church now to Blake Shepard. Shepard on to Davis. Davis double team, foul detected against Huntsville. Drew Garrett is charged with the foul for the Eagles. That's Garrett's third personal, 18 fouls now against Huntsville. And now since the 6'1 senior Zach Davis to the line with a 1-and-1 opportunity for Pea Ridge. The Hawks back everyone off the line. Trying to set up a defensive position. First shot by Davis is up, no good. Chased down by Caleb Kirk. 1:28 remaining in the fourth. Here's Trevor Gosminer. Tosses it to Jack Eaton. Left wing Drew Garrett into Caleb Kirk. Kirk to the hole. No good. Off the ground claimed by the Hawks. Pulled in by Davis. And Davis was fouled. Trevor Gosminer is charged with the foul for Huntsville. Gosminer's third personal, 19 fouls now against the Eagles. And that will send Zach Davis to the line with another 1-and-1 opportunity. Pea Ridge remaining in defensive position. Shot up by Davis, good. He'll get the bonus free throw attempt. That makes it a 6-point lead for the Blackhawks. Second shot by Davis on the way, he nailed them both. It's now 51-44 lead for Pea Ridge, 1:17 remains fourth quarter. Remember Gosminer with it. Gosminer, right wing Christian Kane, rises for three, short of the mark, no good. Chased down by Jackie, he goes right back up with it and scores it. Timeout taken by Jim Stafford for Huntsville, will be a full timeout. We'll take it along with him. 1:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. It's now Pea Ridge 51, Huntsville 46. We're back in just a second here on Madison County Cable. .106 remaining in the fourth quarter here at Blackhawk Gym in Pea Ridge. It is the Pea Ridge Blackhawks up on the Huntsville Eagles, 51-46. Pea Ridge will inbound the basketball. Inbounding the ball will be the senior Blake Shepard. Shepard can run the baseline. The timeout was taken immediately after a made basket. Caleb Kirk will extend the defense on him. Huntsville going full court man press. Shepard looking to get the ball in. Gets it into Nick Hardy. Hardy trapped. Hardy needing help. Throws it up for grabs. Chase down. And saved ahead of Zach Davis. 53-46 lead for Pea Ridge. 53 seconds to go. River Gosminger on the point. Over to Jack Eaton. Eaton to Caleb Kirk. Kirk still with it. Kirk into the paint. Off to Drew Garrett. Left wing three ball. No good. Chased down by Joey Hall. He saves it ahead now to Nick Hardy. Hardy ahead. It goes to Zach Davis for the lay-in. 55-46 lead for Pea Ridge. 30 seconds. And it was a kick ball detected. It will be Huntsville basketball. 27.7 seconds remaining. 9 points is the lead for Pea Ridge. And Eagles are in a world of hurt now. Ball being mounted by Christian Kane. Kane and play to Jack Eaton on the left wing. Eaton pulls up, shoots a three ball, no good. And saves and plays to the Hawks. And a foul detected against Christian Kane for Huntsville. That'll be Kane's second personal foul for the Eagles. 10 team fouls down with Huntsville. And the Pea Ridge fans can sense it with 21 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Weston Church will inbound it. Well, Weston Church will shoot 2 free throw attempts on the double bonus for the Blackhawks. The sophomore's first shot on the way, rattles home. Second shot by Church on the way. Rattles out. No good. Rebound by Christian Kane. 20 seconds to go. Here's Caleb Kirk back. Kirk pulls off for a deep three. No good. Rebound pulled by Blake Shepard. Shepard will pull it out. 8 seconds to go. And there's Hardy with it. And then foul attempted against Drew Garrett. W. Garrett's fourth personal. And that will send Nick Hardy along with 2 free throw attempts. Hardy's first shot is good. Hardy's second free throw attempt is also good. 58-46 lead with 5.5 seconds. Kane will inbound it to Gossmeiner. Gossmeiner will shoot. And no good, and that's the ball game. Here is Blackhawks over the Huntsville with 58-46. Both teams are now 5-1 in one play conference play. Huntsville drops to 18-2 overall. These two teams will meet back in about 3.5 weeks' time at Charles H. Berry Gymnasium in Huntsville. So for Charles Cricket Coder, this is Scott Thomas wishing you a fine. And as the student section chants on, remember 3.5 weeks in Huntsville, we'll meet one more time in Eagle Land. So 58-46 win for the Hawks. We wish you a good evening. This is the Madison County Tables Cup for Huntsville Eagle basketball.